everybody's going for the Apollo Cup this afternoon, and let's bring in the broadcast team of Nate Brown and Kay Brewer to take us through the final. Guys?
All right, thanks, Paul. And yeah, Apollo Mechanical, it's great to have them on board, both here and at Tri-Cities. So this is where it's all at, guys. This is where they hang out. You know, so we've got every boat has got their best prop. Every boat has got their best engine, and every driver has got their race face on, and they're trying to come up with whatever plan they got, you know. So I know down in the pits, we've got Ariel. I think she has something down there to talk about. So, Ariel, you got it.
Yeah, I'm just down here right next to Goodman Real Estate, where Andrew Tate is 851 points just coming into this race ahead of Corey Peabody going into this final. You know, he's got this lead, but these guys are the two that won their heats going into this. So this is going to be a really great final coming down the stretch. Back to you, Nate.
We're all set for it. You can look at right now in the pit area. The drivers are getting strapped in their cockpits and everything else. They're all getting ready for that 5-minute gun to go off.
Well, Nate, you and I are both drivers. I drive an outboard, which we saw earlier, which was the J-Stock and some of the other outboards. You have raced so many different styles of classes of boats all the way up here to the H1 Unlimiteds. What is going through your head when you're looking out there?
Yeah, right now, the thing you're looking at is weather and conditions. Right now, the temperature is 78 degrees, can't get any better. Clear skies, 5-mile-an-hour winds with the light chop. And that's one of the things you look at as a driver. You want to make sure that if there's big rollers or wind, you got to set things up differently. But right now, this is just perfect conditions.
Talking about the rollers, we've talked about it earlier today about the rollers that come off of that log boom over there. That makes a key factor. We're running a 2-mile course here. Some of the courses that these drivers run are 2.5 to 2 miles. They made some big adjustments between Tri-Cities and here, and then in a couple weeks we go down to San Diego.
Yeah, I know. And right now it looks good, but after the couple of laps, it gets really rough. If you're here in the pits, you could look out and you can see in the corners how rough the water actually is. There's 1.5, 2-foot waves in there caused from those big skid fins in the water and everything.
We have a lot of our listeners that are listening in live all across the United States, from Red, Indiana, California, and I also heard we got Canada and Australia listening in. We want to thank all of our race fans for listening in here for the final for H1.
It's great. They're
Nate,
spooling
I'm
up
so
right
excited.
Now. They're getting ready to come on out.
That is a beautiful sound.
Here they go. It's kind of cool lately, too. They all come off together, so it's really cool.
Yes, exactly. I mean, that is a picturesque picture right there. Look at the drone view we have, giving all of our fans on the shores here a great view as they go down towards turn 1. Tell me that now, Nate, when you're going down into turn 1, you're in the final, there's 6 boats around you. What is going through your head as a driver?
Well, you just want to make sure you do your game plan. You have 2 or 3 scenarios you're going to play out depending on what the other guys do, but you want to make sure you have your marks down for whatever game plan you're going to initiate. And your radio guy in the corral is everything. He is your eyes on the water. He will tell you 2 links back, 3 links back, outside, hold your lane, it's clear to go wherever you want, wherever it is, or you're about 5 seconds off your mark, squirt it up there, whatever it takes to get where you want to be. So look at these boats running. They're already, trust me, trying to fan that position. So let's look at the starting grid for the final here at the Apollo Cup.
All right, first up on the docket right there, Corey Peabody. He has been struggling throughout the beginning of the season, got things adjusted, got them all figured out. Corey Peabody be driving for Beacon Plumbing.
Goodman Real Estate and Andrew Tate. Fastest boat, very good driver, the one to beat, actually.
J. Michael Kelly, the other part of our Beacon Plumbing and Beacon Electric. He was your 2022 and 2023 champion. We'll see if he can do it again here in 2024 for Seafair 75.
If he got his boat parts figured out, though, he's looking a lot better here later on today. And we got Flavor Pack and Dustin Eccles, great Tri-Cities sponsor. Wonderful team. It's great having these guys here, and they are very fast from lane 3 and 4. Look to them to be about there.
Exactly, and got that timing figured out too as well. This is one of my fan favorites. This is going to be Jamie Nielsen. I got some coffee in me this morning. They put some coffee into that fuel tank. That's going to be for the Mercury Racing.
Mercury's coffee is going to be great. And my favorite here, he hasn't shown much this weekend yet, but he's got some stuff under his sleeve. I guarantee you, this is the U-27, the Miss Apollo Mechanical Contractors. It's great having that sponsor on a boat as well as the sponsor of the race.
Yes, it has been great to see him out here, but this is one of my favorites. You can't miss the mullet. Look at the picture right there. That's going to be Gunnar O'Farrell. He's brought to you by Keith Gutters and Patano Homes. GoFastRacing.com.
And here we go. This is the first time I've seen all season an actual park and start. So these guys are down here, they're off a plane going like barely anything, trying to get whatever lane they want to have. So this is their philosophy. It's interesting. This is the first time I've seen a true park and start all year.
Well, that's because last year they had the 80-mile-an-hour rule. We changed that out this year. So these drivers are taking a couple races to kind of get used to this new score-up buoy that they've been implementing. And man, that is just a mess down there with these guys all driving together. But it's kind of like the race before the race.
It's all part of it. And what's cool about that 1 minute and 15 second, start-finish line deal, that's the line they have to be before at 1 minute 15. So all this boring stuff up here is part of the sport, but it can happen before they really start rolling down for the start. So it's kind of fun. You kind of got the best of both worlds. They're jockeying right now. The inside boat is getting a ton of water on his canopy. It's going to be hard to see. Mercury's Coffee right there. He knows for him to have a chance for anything, he's got to be on the inside lane.
We talked about this earlier. The flavor pack of Dustin Eccles is one of the only ones running the big snorkel out here because of that trolling issue. There he is right there. That's the flavor pack driven by Dustin Eccles. And if you can see, that thing is very large on there, and that is going to make an impact on how the boat balances. So he had to learn how to do that as well. But we've got 1 minute 15 seconds on the start.
I think they all made it okay. There's no camera on that angle, but I do believe they all scored up properly. So now it's smash the gas and protect your lane and get around that first corner clean.
Jamie Nielsen doing a wonderful job of doing that. Right on his outside hip is going to be J. Michael Kelly in the Beacon Electric.
Someone got washed down. It looks like, I don't know who that was. It looks like it might be Andrew Tate.
Oh,
It was Andrew Tate, and the Goodman Real Estate got washed down. He's got to rock and roll. It's tough for him, tough call. Fastest boat doesn't always win.
Yes.
And that's a mistake on Andrew Tate or whatever happened. If there's any call, I'm not really sure. But he's down in the water. He's got to relight the fire in that thing and catch up. He still can, because there's still 35 seconds left, but it's going to be tough for him.
This is Andrew Tate we are talking about here, Nate.
Did I say?
He's up and running already.
Yeah,
Look at that. That's what
exactly.
I mean. It's just Andrew Tate.
Yeah, I'm looking all of the course, not just the monitor here. I'm looking out there, and these guys are still going pretty slow at the start, 21 seconds. They're not going to have a flying start. Look at Dustin Eccles. He's coming around on the outside here. He's probably going to have a faster start than anybody here. 13, 12, 11, 10. He's rolling really good. Maybe a little bit late. These other guys are going to be squirting up. They accelerate pretty well. 5, 3, 2. It's going to be tight. They made it. They're all clean. They're all clean.
J. Michael Kelly was the one to break the clock in the Beacon Electric as he goes flying down into turn 1. On his inside, he's got Jamie Nielsen. On the outside, Corey Peabody of the Beacon Plumbing. They're going to be 3 wide as they come out of turn number 1.
J. Michael Kelly always steps up to the plate. He knew he had some speed in that boat. And look at those guys. Number 1, number 2, Beacon Mechanical, Beacon Electric. Both those guys running up front. Jamie Nielsen is doing the best he possibly can, trying to fight on the inside lane there. It's going to get rough there in a minute, but he's doing everything he can to stay in there. As long as these guys leave him a lane, he should be okay.
J. Michael Kelly comes flying out of turn 2. Look at the rooster tails they are leaving behind. He is throwing out a big rooster tail to his teammate, Corey Peabody, as they come down to the front stretch. First lap around out of 5 here for the final for the Seafair 75. And J. Michael Kelly gets really loose. Look at him tap the sponsons left to right.
You can't get any higher than that and be good. And I'll tell you what, he's really good. He's right now in the catbird seat, inside lane of the competition, and in front. So right now, Jamie Nielsen in 3rd. Oh, we got a little high right there in that first corner. Dave Vilwalk's doing everything he can to catch that guy. I know Dave's giving it everything he's got in flavor pack and some rough water, doing the best he can. And Andrew Tate, I'm telling you, it's another rough weekend for him.
J. Michael Kelly once again leads him down the backstretch, halfway down that backstretch of lap 2, but he still has in hot pursuit with only about a rooster tail and a half behind him is his teammate, Corey Peabody. Both of these drivers teammates on the land, but when they go out onto the water, it's a free-for-all, especially when it comes to the final. J. Michael Kelly, your winner of 2022 and 23, wants to make a hat trick out of it for 24.
Right now, running order is J. Michael Kelly 1st, Corey Peabody 2nd, Jamie Nielsen 3rd, Dustin Eccles 4th, Dave Vilwalk 5th. Lap 3 of 5, J. Michael Kelly. He's got to feel real good in there, but he's going, got to hang on, because this would be really good redemption for him because he was on his lid in Tri-Cities. He did not run in Tri-Cities because he was wet and he was busted up. And, he went through the tail of his teammate. So right now, I'm sure he's hoping that, paybacks here. I'm going to win this thing. I've proven that I have the fastest boat right now, and he's right now had the best start, and he's doing great.
Keeping an eye on Dave Vilwalk right there in the Apollo. He's running in 4th, right behind Jamie Nielsen Johnson of the Mercury Coffee in third. We have got one heck of a race because it looks like Corey Peabody is quickly closing the gap between him and the leader of J. Michael Kelly in the Beacon Electric. They are now 3 laps into our 5-boat race final, and look at Corey get real flighty down the front stretch.
Everybody is. If you look back on even third place, Mercury's Coffee's getting loose, Vilwalk's getting loose, Beacon Electric's getting loose, Beacon Plumbing's getting loose, and even Dustin Eccles is getting loose back there. And look at Andrew Tate. He's going to overtake He's going to overtake that boat right there. He's going to overtake. Is that? Yeah, it is. Look at that. Awesome job. So Andrew, he's running for bear right now. He overtook the flavor pack.
Andrew Tate unfortunately got hosed down on the first turn, and he had to make up time really quickly. He's picking them off one by one, but with only 1 lap to go, he's running out of room to get up on that podium. But check out the race for first and second. Corey Peabody has now bellied up right next to J. Michael Kelly.
Oh,
Here is a
looks like
photo
slowing
run.
Down a little bit. It looks like he might be. Lost some speed there or something.
J. Michael Kelly.
Deck to deck.
J. Michael Kelly doing his best to hold off Corey. Corey gets real flighty, and so does J. Michael as they make their way into turn number 1. These two drivers have been friends and raced against each other since they were kids. Now they're out there living the dream as an H1 Unlimited driver. J. Michael Kelly, your 2023 High Point champion, wants to take that again. He wants to keep that number 1 on side of that Beacon Electric.
And this are coming down for the final lap, the final corner. J. Michael's got to get through here clean if he hopes to beat the Beacon Plumbing boat.
They are pushing it hard, and you can tell just by looking at the rooster tails coming off of those boats. They can see the checkered flag coming. J. Michael Kelly took the start. He will take the checkered flag all the way down to the very end with only about a half a boat length lead. J. Michael Kelly, your 2024 Seafair 75 winner.
What a great run for those two guys. They were having fun out there. In third place, I got to tell you, Mercury's Coffee, what a great sponsor, what a great team. These guys need this kind of competition to be able to do well, to be able to keep the sponsor and everything. And Dave Vilwalk, the 70-year-old man out there, I can't imagine beating myself up like that anymore, but here he is doing it. So both these guys, Mercury's Coffee, Apollo Mechanical, being able to do out there, and Andrew Tate coming up here with the U91.
What a great run from Andrew Tate, to be able to come from way far back there, be able to pick him off one by one. Now, this is one that I was very surprised about, was the flavor pack of Dustin.
Well,
he's been running so well all year.
And I don't have an H1 radio. I don't know if there was a call in that first corner when Andrew got wet.
Could be.
It's very possible. So, again, those were the unofficial results, guys. All these boats have to come in. We have to know what the officials said. They also all have to clear the truck, the data box, all the N1, N2 data, all that stuff. They have to clear all that. So it's just all, we watched a good race. We watched them have fun, on the water. We saw what was going on. So let's replay here the start. Let's watch the start here again and see how it was. Looked good for the first time around. Clock's broken. They were all a little bit late, but they were all clean. So that I'm sure is gonna fly. This first corner, though, if you look at the first corner, watch how somebody gets wet here. And they don't show it on this overview. So, but either way, it was a great race, good to watch, good for the fans, and we certainly hope everybody clears the truck, because
look at these guys. Look at how rough that water is and the pounding that they're taking.
They all rattled around there, and look how high they're getting, and they're all going for it. They're just throwing themselves down that race course.
Oh, congratulations once again to J. Michael Kelly of the Beacon Electric, along with Corey Peabody of the Beacon Plumbing. It's going to be, we'll be right back. We are going to wait for official results, make sure they all cleared tech truck just like you talked. So don't go far, race fans. We'll be right back with more racing.
Man, what a finish. What a finish in the Apollo Mechanical Cup final. Wow. J. Michael Kelly holding it off down the stretch as called great action from Nate Brown and K-Dub down there. Love the excitement from the broadcasters in this one because it lived up to it for sure. You always want two down the stretch there to at least go neck and neck for that checkered flag, and that's what we saw here today. And again, Nate brought up Dave Vilwalk at 70 years old. And I don't know, Nate, can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you, Paul.
All right, let me ask you this. At 70 years old, what is the first thing when you get to be that age? What's the first thing that kind of goes when you're approaching that age as a driver?
As a driver? Well, I'm feeling my back about every morning I get up, and I'm only 65. And it'd be fun to go out there and qualify, I got to be honest. But to run a race like that in this kind of level of competition, yeah, I could maybe once, but then they'd have to peel me out of the boat again. So my hat's off to Dave, and I'm going to use Dave's quote. Dave, don't let the old man in. And he's a real competitive driver, a real competitive boat guy, super smart, grinds propellers, grinds everything. You know, the Wiggins are really good to be able to bring him in, help him finish that team, have Apollo Mechanical come on board here with Steve Lampson getting that sponsor arrangement. So it's awesome, Steve Lampson, thank you. But for all those guys, what a great feeling out there. But man, I'm telling you, Paul, I got sore just thinking about it.
I'll do it.
I know you do it, K-Dub, for sure.
You'd be on your knees, though.
You know, my brother raced for years. It's in our family, and I want to go for a ride. And just that small factor of being, I don't know, claustrophobic. So if we could go back to the 80s and do the open cockpit, I mean, I've gone out in 2 vintages. That was fun.
That's cool. I've never done that.
That is so much fun. And you know how you can get into the vintage?
Money. I don't want to have.
No, they have the gala next Sunday at 3 o'clock at the Yacht Club. You know,
I donate a lot of stuff to the museum, and the Hydroplane and Race Museum is great. It's great they bring things down here. But you know, we got to take a break, guys. Our sponsors that pay for this show, so we'll be right back.
Ariel Orsuto down here with the winner, J. Michael Kelly. After your crash last week, what is going through your mind right now?
I did that for my guys and gals that spent all that time putting my boat back together. We started off really slow on Friday and even into yesterday, and they stayed late and worked hard this morning, and we finally found some boat speed. And you know, we weren't sure what was going to happen this weekend. You know, I ruined my good engine last weekend. We pulled an engine out of the back corner of our shop that had cobwebs on it, and but it's just an amazing feeling. Love racing here in my hometown. Feels good to represent Beacon Plumbing, Beacon Electric, Bill Cahill, a huge fan of our sport, sponsoring our boats. This is huge for him. Daryl and Vanessa Strong for believing in myself and my teammate. So just amazing.
An incredible comeback. Thank you so much. Congratulations.